Oh, earlier this week I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA Draft in 2027 as well. I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But I'm a team first guy. I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do.
Mm-hmm. All kidding aside, what is the reason for your decision to declare for the WNBA Draft?
No, I think it's only fair. I see other great minds, other great athlete, political minds like Enes, Kanter. Great minds think alike, and it's only fair that some of us get a shot to play in the Women's Association. I think I'd be a great fit. I still have low mileage as a player, and I got the natural fair skin and the nice thick eyelashes and whatnot. I haven't broken out my wigs yet, but I'm looking into some good ones. I don't know much about the wigs, but I'm looking into some. And I just hope that the bangs on the wig don't get into my eyesight, so I can play like I need to play.
What would stop you from declaring for the WNBA Draft?
I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association. But hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So.
And unless they do that, you're very certain you're going to be declaring, right?
Oh no, I'm declaring. Yeah, no, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States senator that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
How do you think the women players in the WNBA will feel about this?
Well, I think they're going to have nightmares, as they should. Yeah, I mean, I'm 260 pounds, 265 pounds, 6'8", can palm a man's basketball probably as easily as any player in history. I think I had the 3rd biggest hands in the modern NBA draft combine in history of the modern NBA draft combine. So, yeah, I'm sure that the women's basketball is going to fare even easier to palm, which is a huge advantage. We saw that with Michael Jordan and other great players. So they're gonna have nightmares, and they should, because I really feel like I'm gonna be dominant.
If you make it to the WNBA, you plan to use the women's locker room and all that with them?
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't want to be discriminated against. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't I use the women's locker room? I mean, I grew up playing basketball since I was about 5 years old, and a lot of women in my family. My little sister is a collegiate basketball player, D1 collegiate basketball player. And I've grown up knowing a lot of girls and women's basketball players. The great Nancy Lieberman was one of my coaches, Lady Magic over in the Big Three. And I have great respect for the skill of women's basketball. And even at the girls' level in high school, you see that the girls have to play a much more skilled game because they don't have some of the physical God-given abilities or natural physical abilities as the men. So I have great respect for the women's game, but there's a significant difference between biological men and women, and I think we've blurred that line like we've blurred many other lines unnecessarily, and I plan to exploit that for my economic and athletic benefit.
You mentioned the other players are going to have nightmares about you. Is there any player in the WNBA that you think could match up well with you?
No.
No.
Maybe Enes. Maybe me and Enes should play on the same team. That'd be good. We the Twin Towers, right? We think alike. We both criticized China on the Uyghur Muslims. We both almost went to Kentucky. He went to Kentucky, ended up getting drafted without playing. I was set to go to Kentucky. I ended up at Iowa State. But maybe this is the how it was supposed to all play out. Me and Enes Kanter running off about 5-6 WNBA championships.
Did Enes inspire you to make this decision, or did you already have the idea?
I think I was first. I think his must have been today or yesterday. I was about 3 days ago. But great minds think alike. There's no time limit on these things. When great ideas and great opportunities pop up like this, you just got to jump on them and ride them all the way.
What happens if you go undrafted? No one signs you, though.
Oh, well, then I have to file a discrimination lawsuit, right? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a huge legal battle about discrimination if I can't play. I'd like to know what the parameters are. What exactly are the specifics? What criteria do I need to meet in order to be able to play exactly? I mean, is it just a wig? Do I have to cut my beard? Does my voice have to get a little bit lighter? Do I have to do this snip? I'd like to know the specifics of the criteria, and I hope they'll be able to defend it in a court of law. I'm sure their pals over at the NBA front office will be giving them some legal assistance. The attorneys over there at Prokshire and Rose will be giving them some legal assistance, but put themselves in quite a pickle here. The ship is going down. The fat lady's getting ready. The band's playing. And there aren't enough lifeboats for everybody. So I thought to myself, if America's headed, down the drain, why not experience what it's like to be a woman? I mean, why would I go my entire life in a man's body to be a woman trapped in a man's body? The torture, the anguish of it. I can't even describe it to you. It's been a revelation. It's like, you can do this, dude. You can do this. You can become the best WNBA basketball player the world has ever seen. You can go to the WNBA and elevate the entire game. You can draw more eyes. You think Caitlin Clark's drawing eyeballs to the women's game? Wait till me and Enes Kanter get there. Wait until the LeBron Jameses of the world show up. Wait until your young high school athletes decide, you know what? Why would I want to go hang around with a bunch of other sweaty men in a hyper-competitive setting? Just go on over here to the WNBA and experience being a woman, because we all should get the opportunity to experience being the other sex, because it's just a construct anyway. Just a construct. There's nothing to it. There's no difference. But there's no real difference. Come on. There's no real difference between men and women. And we all know that. If you dig deep, if you search your heart, you know. I mean, let me look at you straight on here. If you search your heart, go home tonight, take some time, you look in the mirror, and you search. You search. Do some deep diving. We all know there's no real difference between them. We know that. We all know. It's a farce. It's a farce that's been perpetuated by all of these neo-colonial racists, these neo-colonial racist white men. It's a farce. All you need is a synthetic wig, and yeah, this is a wig, but it's my hair because I paid for it. It's a wig, but it's mine because I paid for it. Okay? And if you don't give me my props, if you don't tell me that I'm slaying tonight, if you don't say yes, queen, then you're transphobic. And you really need to take a look in the mirror and figure out why you have so much hate. In fact, as a black man, I never experienced as much hate as I've experienced in 100 or so hours of being transgender. I've been transgender for, about 5 days. I've never experienced so much hate. So much hate. Trans on trans hate. I got a bunch of transgenders in my inbox threatening to kill me. I had a transgender say, I'm going to find you and I'm going to pistol whip the piss out of you. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, this must be a big transgender. She thinks she's going to roll up on me and just pistol whip me with no problems. Wow. I want to see this transgender. We need you to come to the tryouts. You got to come to the WNBA tryouts too. If you're big enough to pull that off, you probably should be playing some WNBA basketball. We need you. Death threats, people making fun of my fear of flying. Of course I have a fear of flying. Of course I have a fear of impending catastrophe while flying 35,000 feet in the air, 650 miles per hour. Of course I have fears about small enclosed spaces because I was trapped in here. I was trapped in here for so long. My transition has cured my fear of flying. My transition has cured my fear of flying. I am healed. I am liberated. You know, right now I'm just having a blast in my feminine era. I never thought that I was a woman. You know, I've always trusted the science, and I thought I was a man my entire life. But you know, after further review, strong look at my personal preferences, it would appear that I am indeed sometimes identifying as a transgender woman, and I think it's only fair I get a chance to play with some of my queens here in the twilight of my career, my athletic prime.
Well, and so exactly what you're saying, Royce, is just sort of pulls the curtain back on the lack of clarity in the WNBA's policies under Article 8 of their 2026 collective bargaining agreement. It's simply,
you know, right now I'm just having a blast in my feminine era. I never